Wait, is my okay? Hold on. I'm gonna plug more sound. No sound. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. It's probably my receiver thing here. Let me turn this off. The chat has no show. God damn. Okay, wait, guys.
Don't drop off.
There we go. No? All right. I think the audio is fixed. Here we go. Let's see if it blows up now. But I have this mic. I have these two mics, and now it should work. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to do this intro again, and let me know if the audio dies. Let me know if audio dies. I'm streaming on the phone. I told you guys I was streaming on the phone this trip, and it's gonna be rough. There's gonna be some production problems. Okay, audio's better. You can actually hear it. Can you hear from each of our microphones? Do you want to just say
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you hear? Okay,
Do you
we're
hear
good?
me?
Okay, we're good. All right. Sick.
This is my very first time on a live stream, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm here in New York. We're at Bean and Bean, Queens. This is Jiyoon's Roastery. Do you want to do a quick intro of yourself?
Sure. Hey guys, I'm Jiyoon. I run Bean and Bean Coffee in New York. This is our roastery in Queens, where I grew up. Since I moved to New York from Korea when I was 9 years old, and I run the business with my mother. We're both Q graders, and we source our coffees together from all around the world. And we have some really exciting coffees here. Super fun cupping with Brian today.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. The audio does work. That's why I have the laptop to check the audio. So yeah, we have ask her for a rec, I'll order it. Okay, what's...
Who is this?
This is people.
What's his name?
His name's Alan.
Hey, Alan. What kind of coffee
yeah, what are
do
you into?
like?
We were gonna go over each of these coffees, but yeah, if you're down to, like, if you're gonna buy something, what do you... You're not gonna say no.
So, I mean, we have really clean washed coffees, and we also have louder naturals. We have coffees from Panama, Mexico, Brazil, Ethiopia, Guatemala. So it really depends on what you're in the mood for. But some of these coffees have not gone live yet.
Yeah.
Brian's just getting a little
I got the
sneak
preview.
peek.
So this coffee was really interesting. This is a COE number 3 from Brazil. Super fruity. Down for literally anything. Let's see. That's a great question. I mean, is this still available?
Yes, this is available.
Okay.
This is from Jansen Farm. It's a very classic Panama washed, clean coffee. It's very tea-like, jasmine, bergamot, tangerine juice. Yeah, very clean and sweet. One of my favorites.
Yeah. Oh, tell her my Discord name is Sizzling Sloth, so I have to buy this. Yeah, it's
Sizzling Sloth. Wow.
Yeah, he just said he wanted a loud, natural rec.
I think
But these are all good. It's hard to say.
I think for a loud natural, the Brazil Catucaí 2SL may be an interesting one.
It'll go live later, right?
I think it's available on pre-order right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Alan, pick this coffee up.
A lot of grape notes, dark fruit punch, a little bit of cacao nibs. It's a beautiful natural processed coffee. What are you typing?
I am changing my title or changing some description stuff. Yeah. Okay, wait, guys. I'll link this in. Let me link this in the chat. Give me a sec. I have my computer here, so I can actually link stuff to you guys. Because I did the stream at Say, and I was on my phone. It was horrible. It's like impossible to link things to people. All right, you see this? Look at this. We're on the website. I'm recording my there's a Costa Rica COE number 3.
That's sold out.
Okay, sad.
That was my absolute favorite the past couple months.
Is it on the website?
For pre-order, yeah.
Oh, here we go. I found it. Okay, I'm gonna link this in the chat for you guys, and then I can actually go and taste some of these coffees. But we've had an interesting spread earlier, like today. So we have Wash Jansen, a natural, natural Larita. We have this coffee. I've had a fair bit of this coffee, Cup of Excellence number 6. I've brewed it on some of the streams. I don't know if you guys have remembered this, but I've had a bit of this coffee.
What do you like about this coffee, Brian?
It's just interesting to me to have, I would say, like classic gesha notes in a Mexican coffee, or like citrus, florality, and yeah, we have Cup of Excellence Mexico 2024, which is of course it's 51 for 4 ounces. It's premium coffee, guys. I'm not trolling you here with these recommendations. And yeah,
this coffee that you brought, Brian.
Yeah, we did shoot a video earlier today on we cupped a bunch of Pepe's coffees, but I brought this along just because this is hilariously light. This is look at how small the Engise Nare is compared to something like Jansen.
Compared to the Panama.
Yeah, look at the size difference between Gesha and this Ethiopian landrace coffee. But yeah, let me see if I can set you guys down here real quick, and I can hopefully something like that, or we'll put it. Here. I'll just prop it up here. I won't be able to see you guys, but I want to start cupping these coffees, and I'm going to talk. And this is also why I have a computer, so I can read chat.
Here, I have this.
Oh, yeah. That works. Nice. Cool. Okay. So we're gonna taste some of these coffees because we've been doing that throughout the day. I have never cupped so many coffees. Hello. Now you see me. Usually I run the streams. I forgot my tiny phone tripod today, so you have to suffer with the fun tripod we've created. There's like 20 people watching us. It's fun. But let's we'll just taste some of these coffees, and we'll see what happens. See, it's the middle of the day. Sometimes you get more people. Sometimes you get like less people. But
there's a bit of a lag, right?
Yeah, there is lag. Yeah, or like you can play this, and then it'll. So yeah.
I see Alan, Connor, Ivy, Kevin.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of people. You bought it? Very cool.
Alan.
Very cool. Yeah, so let me validate your purchase. Let's validate. Here's my spoon. I've been using the COE 2023 spoon, Cup of Excellence 2023. So when we were, you guys will probably see this in a different video we shot, but Alan's a whale, yeah.
Can we put this closer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Our wine enjoyer is very cool. Okay, so guys, we're gonna taste this now. And yeah, purple grape, tropical fruit, tart, dark chocolate, well-structured, clean, delicate finish, natural, COE number 3. You know what's kind of interesting is I feel like I've enjoyed most COE coffees that are like 2 to 8, like second place, third place.
Yeah.
It feels like number 1 is usually like a little too pulpy at times. Like they're usually like processed coffees. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but
I mean, I've been to a fair number of Cup of Excellence competitions, and you know, I remember the one from Brazil that won first place in one of the categories was like super, super loud. I think the louder the coffee, kind of the more attention it draws, and it can have that bit of a push.
Okay, yeah.
In the scoring.
Hey, Jiyoon, we met at the Loring booth. Very cool. Okay.
Oh yes, I remember on.
Okay, so I'm gonna taste this now. I've been stalling for content, right? Here we go. Yeah, like that's so. It's like so hard to describe this on, you know, but there's like this. It's like deep purple, darker fruits. You know, no nuts, or you know, very low like Brazil nutty flavors in here. The roast on this is nice as well. I definitely would not want this lighter than where this is right now. So I think
I was telling you how we were experimenting with the roast profiles for this Brazil. We tried this on the lighter side, and then decided, you know, this coffee has so much character, so much exciting fruitiness. So I think now the roast is dialed in, and I'm really excited for people to taste it. And like you say, this has strong dark fruit, grapey flavors.
Yeah, it's just very unexpected from Brazil. I mean, I don't know, like maybe my perception of Brazil is like nutty flavor. I'm also allergic to tree nuts, so whenever I drink a lot of Brazil coffees and taste a lot of Brazil coffees, I kind of pick up on a lot of that that nutty flavor.
I think, so I was talking to some friends in Mexico recently, and a friend was like, I taste cucumber in this coffee and it's terrible. And it's a coffee that I actually scored on the higher side. So it made me think, if you don't like a specific fruit or vegetable, does that strike you as a negative note in the coffee? And it made me think about, you know, you being allergic to tree nuts. Like, what associations now do you have of nutty flavors in coffee?
Yeah. Or even when we're brewing coffee, like we do these meetups and we brew coffee, some people are more sensitive to something like astringency, or people are more sensitive to like phenol in coffee. And it's kind of interesting, like everybody has like, I mean, everybody's built different, you know?
Yeah,
it's an easy way to explain
different.
it. But yeah, this is actually really interesting to have these two side by side here. So we have this Brazil and we have this Mexico here. What does Alan say? The Pepe Sidra from Moonwake was the most expensive coffee. We have that coffee here also because I brought it along. Yeah, you know, we'll move. You had this coffee earlier, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did. It was lovely.
Yeah, so this coffee, yeah.
Was this number 2?
No, this was the leftmost one. This is the natural.
Ah, okay. No, my favorite was the middle
Number
one.
2, yeah. So Jiyoon's favorite, because there's a video I'm gonna post later, but she's never tasted Pepe's coffees before, and I was like, oh my god, I need to share these coffees with people. So I brought the Sidra Wave Natural, and I brought both of the Say Pepe. So I brought San Pedro, Finca We shot a little video on that. You guys will see that later on. But yeah, you know, Pepe's coffees are not cheap, right? This is like $40. But they're good. So, you know, just really happy to always share that. I went on this huge tangent. This is what happens when we do live streams. It's like, unstructured, but it's fun, right? So
Like a stream of consciousness.
yeah,
type thing.
well, that's why it's a stream. So this is interesting to have side by side. Both really, I would argue. So yeah, one is in Mexico, one is in Brazil, and these are the top coffees, like best of this entire region for these two regions that I would say that a lot of people wouldn't expect you could find these flavor notes from. So I'm gonna taste this Mexico. I've had a fair bit of it, and you guys have seen me taste it across a bit of time, but like once it's really cooled down.
I think it's this one.
Oh yeah,
But, yeah,
Brazil. Yeah, I'm getting flipped. Yeah. Actually, I will just consume this. So yeah, clean, purple fruit, acidity. There's this nice lingering sweetness on this coffee as well.
Yeah, I would describe it sort of as like cacao sweetness.
And then this here is the Mexico. There's that structure of acidity in there that is so weird. It's like, this is Mexican coffee? It's like, what is happening here? I had the chance of tasting, from Proud Mary, COE number 1. And that to me tasted like Panama gesha, like natural. I was like very surprised. And it still has some of that like Mexico flavor profile in there, which was good. Because I don't know, my take nowadays is like, I'm not sure if it's just like, is it really good to, how do I explain this? With that, and you have to do this live too. So, I don't want to get hate for my opinions, but it's like, is it actually good when producers are changing some, like, is it really good that there's a Mexican coffee that tastes like Panama gesha? Like, or them getting rid of like all of the Mexican coffee flavor? I don't know. That's like the same thing, which is like, oh, that's really cool that like this Brazil and this Mexico has like these additional characteristics to it, but like, I don't, like personally, I'm like, I don't really want them to get rid of what their coffee is supposed to taste like. And as we've seen, the crazy processing nowadays, like, you get coffees that just don't taste like the region that they're from, and it's like, is that bad, right? I don't know. That like controversial, deep questions we ask on these live streams, But that like when I taste this, I'm like, it's like good that it's still some Mexico flavor in there because I know it's from Mexico. It doesn't. It's like, otherwise I would just get Panama gesha, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Topic for another video.
Okay, yeah, that could be a topic for another video. But
when I am going to a lot of competitions in different countries, I see a lot of producers planting gesha trees and really trying to grow and sell gesha coffee. And on the one hand, it may be a worthwhile endeavor because there is a price premium associated with high quality gesha coffees, but they're also not easy to grow, and not every producer has the right conditions, terroir and climate to be able to grow high quality gesha coffee. So we do see producers that are planting and investing a lot of money into growing gesha coffees, but having a negative return on investment. So I think there's a lot of truth to what you're saying about, really respecting the varietal that's endemic to your country and really doing everything to showcase the lovely attributes of those specific variety.
Yeah. Very, very, very well articulated, unlike usually what I'm doing on these streams. But that's the kind of thing whenever I taste these coffees, and I get people asking me all the time, like, what's my opinion on processing? And I think a lot of things I'm just like, I don't even know anymore. And a lot of things are just happening very, very fast, I think, from a producer perspective. Like, oh, they're fermenting coffee differently, they're processing coffee differently, and it's really drastically changing these flavor profiles and showing, what is possible. But at the same time, it's like, are we losing the essence of what makes the region, like why we like these coffees from these regions? But anyway, very deep, complex topic, and we ask these very important questions on these streams, But I'm gonna let's kind of talk more about I want to talk more about your coffees.
Oh, sure.
Because why not, right? We're here. I came across the country to do this stream just for you guys. But yeah, like this Brazil, yeah, I don't know. This is like people are just listening in, right? So yeah, we got the chat up here too if we want to, so we can read the chat. But yeah, it's just so interesting to be able to taste two coffees of this caliber though. Like from a expressiveness level, I'm just very surprised. And I can see why these are both COE coffees. I mean, even you don't even need to have the best palate in the world, and you taste these coffees, and you're like, whoa, expressiveness, loudness, and it's coming from Brazil and Mexico. I think what's also interesting is this coffee here, which is this released or is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's a sample roast that we've dialed in, finally.
It's a Guatemalan coffee.
Guatemala coffee from Santa Felisa in Acatenango, and it's a natural processed SL28.
Yeah, I mean, that is really nice. Very controversial opinion, yeah.
Wait, on what?
I don't know.
Which part?
I don't know which.
Jerry?
I have a lot of controversial opinions, right? Just ask me about what my favorite grinders are.
Oh.
But yeah, like this is it's just interesting to have like. Actually, I would argue like a lot of these coffees you have here are very expressive in terms of flavor profile. It's hard to communicate this verbally, on camera and talking to you guys about talking about like what does something taste like. But
I would say that these two are more similar, the natural processed SL28 and the natural processed Catucai 2SL from Brazil. More vibrant and louder. The Mexico, I would say, is a little shyer. It's more muted, but more elegant. So it's very natural processed, but very clean. This one is more quieter, washed, clean, sweet.
And I mean, it has there's this like, I think you have the notes on here. Yeah, mango.
Yeah,
Like when I
mango.
think about this, I'm like,
Clean mango.
yeah, I'm like, what? I'm getting these flavor profiles in there. Ryan, don't laugh. What about when your native varietal is Catamore? Hey man, there are some Catamores. For context, we did a best of Yunnan tasting, and they're all Catamores. And I would say like a lot of producers in China for Catamore, people are doing pretty good. Catamore, a lot of Catamores, I think like what happens is it's like the super Chinese approach where we're gonna throw things at the wall and see what sticks, and you end up with like it's like mega variants in terms of like really well processed Catamores, and then some very weirdly processed Catamores. You're like, I have no idea what any of these things taste like. As much as I like these Brazils and this Mexico, I have the privilege of tasting some of these Panamas on the table here. Let me, look at this box. Look at this, guys. I love it when roasters do fancy boxes for coffee. And you just ate a bean.
Yeah.
So what is the reason for eating a bean?
I think when we're roasting, and I taste a bean, I can sort of have a good sense of what the coffee's gonna, how the coffee's gonna perform, the roast profile for it. And if it's a coffee with bright acidity, you can taste it in the bean when you chew on it.
Mm-hmm. And this Jansen is nice. Somehow Massa Catamar taste. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, you will find some of those coffees from China, or like some of those where it's like all you're tasting is processing, and like you're not really tasting varietal because there's so much processing. Like you get those really interesting like yeast fermented coffees. Yeah.
Yeah, I think on processing, my stance is always evolving. In Cup of Excellence, one of the newer developments has been splitting the competition into categories. So whereas before you would cup side by side a natural versus an anaerobic versus a washed, now we have 3 separate categories where you taste the naturals alongside other naturals and the washed alongside other washed and the experimental coffees alongside other experimentals. And that way you're able to eliminate the noise and really taste coffees sort of apples to apples and compare them in a more level playing field. Because what used to tend to happen was the louder coffees would sort of overpower the quieter, more muted washed coffees. And so we saw a lot of heavily processed coffees getting scoring higher, right? So I'm really interested to see what this newer method of Cup of Excellence will do. How it'll benefit producers and also make the messaging clear to consumers. If you like, experimental coffees, this is the category to buy from.
Got it.
Versus the washed.
Yeah. We have a very important question. Why the sloth for bean and bean? As you see here, we got a sloth on the packaging. It's very cute. Why the sloth?
Yeah, so when coffee is grown in rainforest protected farms, the trees provide a habitat for sloths. And so one of the earlier coffee origin trips that I went on with my family, we saw a sloth in Costa Rica for the first time in real life. And so there's that connection. And I think also there's a second layer to it. I think in America, there's this culture of hustling and drinking coffee for functional reasons. But I think there's so much more to coffee than that. This community that we have here, we're appreciating coffee. We're talking about coffee. So yeah, it's to symbolize taking time.
In my opinion, becomes a problem when the consumer becomes too attached to a certain flavor profile, which means the producer will be stuck into producing in a way that suits that flavor profile.
Hi, Alan. Would love to meet you in person.
She's leaving on my favorite.
Are you Sizzling Sloth?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Sizzling Sloth in the
Okay.
Discord. Yeah, the legend Alan. Yeah, like processing, I don't know, because for me, I think about like Diego Bermudez coffees, and I'm like, oh, this is actually a flavor profile that a lot of people really enjoy, and I don't know, it seems to be like a hit or miss. I mean, not hit or miss, but it seems to be like one or the other depending on what producer it is, what processing it is, at least from the consumer perspective, and I don't know how controversial we're feeling right now. I'm vibing with that reasoning behind the sloth. Yeah, you also do, it's like, oh yeah, you don't have to answer every single chat comment. That's live stream stuff. So actually, since you guys are on, we got some Panama geshas here. I need to plug this because I'm here. I came all the way here to show this off to you guys. You have the other Alitas, right? You have some lamastus coffees in.
Yeah,
Can we show them off?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Bring the camera over.
Yeah.
The box.
We'll bring it over.
I'll
here.
bring the okay.
Or we can bring this over here. Okay, so this
I'll
is the
bring the
roastery.
box.
Yeah, or we'll move out. I can move it over here. Okay, so I'm in the roastery, but take a look at this, guys. It's also a cafe, but yeah, so they roast on a Loring.
So we have 2 boxes from lamastus, and this is the Jansen that we just tasted.
Yeah.
And I can open this
Sure.
for you here.
These are going to get released soon-ish.
Soon.
So this is a wash get. Okay, so what's the story behind this coffee?
So I was in Panama a month ago with my mom. I went to lamastus farm. We cupped, I think, 60 coffees together with Wilford and his wife. And this was my favorite one.
I just like that we can walk from there to here and just like, oh, I'm just gonna whip out lamastus wash gesha. It's like, yeah, it just happens to be laying around.
Beautiful bag. I'm very excited for this coffee. We haven't sample roasted it yet. It's a small vacuum pack of 10 kilograms. You can see how clean the beans are. It's a washed coffee. There were two coffees that were my favorite. One was this washed and the other one was a honey processed. But I'm a sucker for washed. So yeah, this is what we decided to buy.
And this is from Alita?
Olita.
Alita.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope this
Alita.
is good. Yeah. Alita Estate washed. And there's more. I just wanted to show this off
yes.
because I was here. I was like, oh my God, I got these here.
Wilford is coming to our cafe in July.
All right.
And we'll taste this together.
I will probably be in town for that.
Yes,
I
amazing.
need to book some flights because I got to come back here, and maybe we'll stream that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Tell Jiyoon about Bana. I feel like, I mean, we can. So Bana is there's a Discord thread in a bigger Discord, and Bana is Beans Addicts Non-Anonymous.
Okay.
And they're insane.
Beans
Addicts Non-Anonymous.
Non-anonymous.
Yeah. And those are the types of guys that buy this coffee. Okay, so you just got lamastus wash.
So do I need to get on Discord?
I think so. I don't know. So we got that one, and then.
And we have a few more coming. Another washed from Esmeralda.
Okay, that one I'm excited about.
Yes. And then another washed
So another wash.
from Altieri.
Uh-huh.
And then, from Esmeralda is a natural.
Okay.
Yes. So a natural from Esmeralda, a wash from Altieri, and this.
Yeah. So we tasted this one. This one's nice.
It's a classic.
It's like
classic Panama washed profile.
Yeah. But I'm really excited for these because Alita washed has always been one of my favorite coffees. Wash gesha. So when you do these cuppings, it's like what? There's like 60 different coffees, or how many coffees are on the table? Or like this one was your favorite?
With Wilford, yeah, I think we did like 5 rounds, maybe 12 cups each.
Mm-hmm.
It was the whole day, and I scored every coffee in my notes. And yeah, this was my favorite. This coffee really spoke to me. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. So yeah, I put my name down.
Yeah. How many? That's it. This is it.
Yeah.
Right
so
here. This is it.
10 kilos, 10 kilos.
Okay. When is it gonna drop?
TBD.
TBD. Okay.
Soon.
Yeah. Well, because you guys are getting that first preview of these coffees here, so.
It just shipped. The harvest is actually still going on at Wilford's farm. Because they're so high altitude, their harvest goes on for much longer than lower altitude farms, and this is from their earlier harvest. So
Okay.
it was literally processed a month ago.
Okay, so super
Yeah.
super fresh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm getting my wallet ready. Well, so, and then the rest here. Oh, if we can. You wanna,
more live stream?
We can do like a quick tour.
Okay.
People love this stuff, right?
Yes,
Okay, so this is the roastery. This is the actual roastery.
Lots of coffees. We get a delivery every week.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're done roasting for the day. My team has gone home because everyone that works here has great work-life balance. And I'm here shooting with Brian.
Yeah, sorry. It's for you guys, okay?
It's for you guys.
We're doing it on the stream.
Yes.
We did have the ultralight coffee, so that back there, but yeah.
Should we go back there?
Oh no, I'm sorry, over
okay.
here. Yeah. So yeah, we did. Someone's asking, what is your opinion on ultralight coffee already? Because people are gonna want everything mega light, because that's how it is. I mean, you like light roast, but you don't like vegetal light roast, right? There are limits to that, right?
Yeah, I think the roast needs to highlight the flavors that are inherent, like the things to celebrate about that specific coffee should be highlighted by the roast. So sometimes that means applying a little more heat.
Yeah.
Other times it means applying less heat. Sometimes roasting a little faster or slower. So I don't think I feel comfortable saying I definitively, like something or not.
Yeah. But I'm making her work overtime. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yes, you are. You actually are.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we don't get chances to see all these things all the time. Okay.
So this is our luring. We're getting another one, and excited for that.
Yeah. I mean, you guys like luring, so we
Yes.
got the luring here. I always thought this was hella funny.
A fancy diner
fancy
coffee.
diner coffee.
Yes, this is our darkest roast, which still isn't a dark roast. It's a medium dark roast, but it's a comforting coffee. People love it with milk.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go back here and we'll probably wrap up on the stream. Yeah, we're working overtime. Well, yeah. So this is the space here, right? We've just been cupping some of these coffees here, and I really wanted to just highlight these two coffees here. And of course, this is on here, but there's going to be Alita washed and also Esmeralda washed and natural coming.
Natural only.
Oh, natural only. Okay, Esmeralda natural and Alita washed.
And Altieri wash.
And Altieri washed. Okay.
Do you want to show the flavor wheel in
Oh
Korean?
yeah. I thought this was funny. Or like, I was like, oh, there's a flavor wheel here. And then it's just...
Yeah, I'm Korean, and this is in Korean.
Yeah, so we got the flavor wheel in Korean here. But I'm going to set you guys back down and we'll wrap up because we've been on for a bit of time. Really happy that people are... Or we can catch up on the chat. I wasn't really looking at chat for a bit, so we can read up on the chat. And then we'll wrap up in like 5 minutes because it's been a while. Everyone will say roast lighter until it's wheatgrass. You will be inspired to make your coffee taste like hay. Yeah, we talked about ultralight coffees. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna... What's for dinner? I have omakase. I'm in New York. Usually, yeah, people ask me about what I get for dinner. Because I stream after work.
Guess what we had for lunch?
We had some good food for lunch.
We had soup dumplings and mapo tofu.
Yeah, this...
Mapo tofu is my favorite.
Yeah, like this area where this shop is and the roastery is, there's a ton of Asian food nearby. There's a Paris baguette down the street. Like, I mean, literally across from here, there's a Paris baguette. So you already know you're in the right area. Yeah, we had actually. What does that say? Coffee reviews.
It says 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
Okay.
한국 분이세요?
Yeah. So Coffee Reviews does. Wait, Julian, have you had any of her coffee before? Yeah, Julian hops in the stream. So Julian from Coffee Reviews, he makes videos also. He just reviews coffees. His what drippers are you brewing?
Here we do the Kalita.
Kalita.
Oh,
Yeah, you should, Julian. You should pick up some of these coffees. I think it's interesting to taste because I don't think you have had a lot of like. This is interesting. I feel like you should pick this up if you can.
All right.
Okay. All right. Time to get an S9X there. I have not. Yeah. Pick this up and make a video about it. Okay. Yeah, we've been on for a bit. We've also been here for a while, so I am going to end the stream. I just can kill the stream on the phone. Okay.
Do we say bye?
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Nice
Bye.
to have you in New York.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's always awesome to be able to show up spaces like this, and I want to thank Jiyoon for doing this. We will have a lot of videos. We shot a ton of videos today, so I'll gradually drip those out when I'm done. And yeah, all right, I'm gonna end the stream now. Goodbye.
This was fun. They're funny.